Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark Anton Sugano. We are your topic about the inheritance of skill cover in common carp and koi. And the second is in the inheritance of other qualitative or typological traits in fish. So next is what types of the inheritance influence the coloration of koi. Carotenoids metabolism genes like CA2, BCMO1, and the BCO2 influence the processing of carotenoids pigments responsible for vibrant reds, orange, and yellows. Circadian rhythm, the genes CPIC was linked to the body of internal clock which may play a role in regular color. What is difference between a common carp and koi carp? The common carp body is more compressed and taller than the koi fish with much much of its growth being in the midsection, while the koi fish tends to grow longer. Selective breeding has led to the perfect torpedo-like shape. Uh, The koi was taken on with their midsection being thick and leading to a narrow head and tail. So next is the the inheritance of scale cover in common carp, Cyperus carpio, and koi involve different genetic traits that determine whether the fish will have scale, partial scale, or be completely scaleless. So fully scaled carp, this fish has a complete covering of scale which consider the wild type phenotype. This is typically controlled by dominant allies. Mirror carp, partial partial scales. Mirror carp was large regular scale scattered on their bodies, usually along the lateral line and the dorsal region. The pattern is associated with specific mutations that affect scale development. Third, fourth is leader carp scaleless. Leader carp are almost completely scaleless, with some individuals showing very few small scale. This trait is linked to receive mutants. So, wild type full scale. The wild type phenotype is often determined by a dominant allis. Fully scale common carp inherit a dominant allele that allow for normal scale development. Mirror carp partial scale. The mirror carp phenotype is usually associated with the mutants of the setter line locus. These mutations as is many involved in complete dominant of interaction with the other genetic. So, ornamental varieties of common carp, the same genetic mech- mechanism apply, but selective breeding must be used to enhance certain scale pattern and color varieties. Breeders often select for specific traits such as fully scale koi, often referred as the wagoy, partially scale koi, mirror koi, as scaleless koi, leather koi, depending on the desired aesthetic. The inheritance pattern is crucial for breeding programs that aims produce specific phenotypes is common carp and koi. So next is the inheritance of other qualitative morphological traits in fish. The reporter is Idmar Lotto.
And the next topic is inheritance of the other qualitative mor- morpho- morphological traits in fish. How are quantitative traits inherited in fish? The quantitative inheritance has been noticed fishes. Also, the advantage of quantitative traits has been used in aquaculture. Generally, the color of wild variety of Cyprinus carpio is gray, but in population, some fishes show golden color. What what is the mode of inheritance of quantitative traits? Inheritance of quantitative traits involves two or more nonallelic genes, multiple genes, or polygenes. The combined action of those genes as influenced by the environment produce the phenotype. The effect of individual genes on the traits is not apparent. Qualitative morphological traits in fish is governed by genetic principles similar to those seen in other organisms. Those traits are typically discrete and easily categorized, such as the shape, color, or pattern of certain structure is fins or scales. Mendelian inheritance. Many qualitative traits in fish are inherited according to Mendele's laws of inheritance. This includes dominant and recessive traits, which determine whether of specific morphological traits will be expressed in the offspring. Next is polygenic inheritance. Some qualitative traits might be influenced by multiple genes though they still present in discrete manner. Six-linked traits. Certain morphological traits in fish can be linked to six chromosomes, leading to six-linked inheritance. This can result in traits that are more common in six than other. Mutation and variation. Spontaneous mutations can result in new qualitative traits. Those mutations, if beneficial, may be passed on to future generation, contributing of the variation in traits within a population. Next slide. Selective breeding. In aquaculture, an ornamental fish breeding human often select for specific morphological traits. Over generations, this can fix certain traits in a population such as specific color or body shape through selective breeding practices. Environmental influence. These traits are primarily determined by genetics, and environments can influence the expression of those traits. Qualitative per, per, morphological traits in fish. Ang types na niya kay is body shape, long versus rounded bodies, fin shape, fork versus rounded fins, color patterns, stripes, spots or solid colors, scale types, smooth versus throw scales. Traits are inherited is crucial for fisheries management, conservation efforts, and ornamental fish breeding. Morphological traits in fish follow general genetics principles include Mendelian inheritance, phylogenetic influence, six-link inheritance, and speci- epitasis. Those traits such as body shape, fin structure, color pattern, and scales type are usually discrete and can be passed on through dominant or recessive alleles. The environment can also play a role in traits expression, and selective breeding by human can fix certain traits in population. Those genetics principles apply to both common carp and koi, with selective breeding in koi emphasizing specific scale and color traits for ornamental purpose. Understanding those inheritance mechanism are crucial for breeders to achieve desired phenotypes in their sacks. Thank you. And that's all our topic. And I am Idmar Lotopo. Thank you all of you. And